You keep your fingers and shoulders and arms in shape? Do you do any
How do I do what?
How do you do 300 shows a year, I think?
Yeah.
And how do you manage to keep your fingers and arm and shoulders in condition? Do you do any stretches?
I don't have any problems. The only issue I have is because I stand up all the time. You know, it would be better for my body if I would sit and play all the time. But I like to move when I'm playing. And I like to see the people over here, and I like to see the people over there. And I like the people over there to know I'm playing for them, and then for those people up there, you know, rather than me just sitting, you know. So I get backache from time to time, and I know what it's from. What I need to do is do 100 sit-ups every day, and it's true. It's what you call your core muscles right here. I need to build them up as if I was a boxer or something. But I'm too busy playing to be worried about that. I'm more interested in this, you know. So that takes a lot of discipline, and I'm more disciplined playing than I am taking care of my body. So I don't really have many issues, especially with my hands. I get asked a lot, do I get carpal tunnel or do I get RSI and all those things? Never. Because I never, ever strain when I'm playing. My hand is never straining. And the faster that the song is, the more I relax. You know? Yeah, so, but you know, it's a lot easier. You can train a monkey to play fast. Yeah, but it's a lot harder to play something very sensitive, where there is lots of sustain on the melody. It's a lot harder physically and technically to play that than it is to play a million notes. You know, like I said, you can train a monkey to play fast, but you can't get them to take your heart. You know, and so I try to spend my time working on making the way I play the song better all the time. You know. And when you'll notice when I play, I have my feet apart, so I try to distribute my weight, you know, and I try not to slouch. I try to stand like that, you know. So they're just things that you need to take care of. Because in here, I'm still 18 years old. Unfortunately, the rest of me is 56 and has been flogged to death. So I just try to take care of, you know, eat well and get some sleep. The number one rule on the road is if you can get a sleep, take it. It doesn't matter when it is, you know. Today we traveled from Trondheim. We flew here into Oslo and we went to the hotel. And the moment I said, okay, well, I'm free now, I was in bed sleeping because I knew I was coming to play for you today. And I said, I'm not going to go looking around the city or shopping or anything. I'm going to lay down because I want to be in good shape for tonight. Anybody else? Somebody else had that? Yes, sir?
What inspires you to write new tunes?
This gentleman asked me what inspires me to write new songs. That's a really good question. And let me tell you, as a songwriter, you're always waiting for inspiration. You're waiting for something to happen to cause you to write, okay? So I'll play you something new now. One of the best things for me is to be inspired by another artist of some sort. And it's usually someone like George Harrison or Muhammad Ali or somebody like that has been a big part of my life. At the moment, I'm reading Muhammad Ali's book, The Soul of a Butterfly. And because it's like having a conversation with this great man. But what people like him inspire me, and stories that I read, places that I go and people that I meet. It's people that inspire. We inspire each other. That's what we're supposed to do, you know. And so in December, I did a tour of England, and after the concerts, I went back to my hotel room and I watched the Martin Scorsese documentary on George Harrison, Living in a Material World. What a fantastic film. it's over 3 hours long. It's very long. But for me, it could have been 10 hours. I would have watched the whole thing. Because George Harrison is an inspiration to me in every way. So I did a concert in Liverpool, and I already had this song in my head. I had this idea for this song. And I started, when I was writing the song, I started thinking, what would George do here? What would he do with this part of the song? You know? And so let me play the song that I wrote. I called the song Hope Street because that was the name of the street where I turned into, and I'm playing in the Philharmonic Hall, and across the road is a new hotel where I was staying. See, this is another rule about being on the road. The hotel must be close to the venue. You don't want to be driving a long way after the show. You want to be back at your hotel, sipping a little glass of wine and reading a book or relaxing. So.